Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about my experience with the Ellipal hardware wallet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and slam the bell icon so you're notified when new media comes out. Thank you so much for your support. First off, let me just make it clear this test unit was sent to me directly by the Ellipal team. They also sent me their seed phrase backup system called the Metal Mnemonic, which I'll review separately at another time. Let me go over a little bit of what the website says about it. It says it's not just a hardware wallet, it's air-gapped, it's anti-tamper, it's trustless trust. They have some how-to videos here on their website, so I will not go over how to set this device up, but I will show you my unboxing footage in a second here. It's anti-tamper, meaning that it's a hardened device. The case itself is made of metal with very, very tough edges. It's sort of drop-resistant and scratch-proof and tamper-resistant from the edges. It also has no physical ports, no traditional physical ports on the device, but instead carries its own custom dongle, which maps the USB pins out to these contacts that you see on the lower part of the Ellipal Titan wallet. It says trustless trust. Trust don't verify. Just use QR codes back and forth. Since there is a camera on the device itself, it makes it easy for the Ellipal Titan wallet to scan QR codes from your phone or from a computer screen or elsewhere. They say there are over 7,000 assets supported, with more coins being added every single month, and I think that's true because of the smart contract platforms like Ethereum that they support. They say it's incredibly simple, more on that later. They say the interface is easy to use, more on that later. And then they show basically how the transactions with QR codes work. Now, I validated this myself, including logging in with Wallet Connect over at Uniswap and at PancakeSwap, and I can confirm it really is quite simple to use. They talk about decentralized finance being available so people can trade intelligently anywhere, and I think that's largely the case. Then they have testimonials from happy customers. But let me show you the unboxing footage while I talk to you about my personal likes, dislikes, and admonitions for the Ellipal wallet team. First off, the positive. I think it's great that it's fully air-gapped. It means there's no internet connection that ever touches the same device that I'm using, which will store the private keys or the mnemonic phrase. That's huge. From a security standpoint, that's pretty much everything. If you lose access to your seed phrase or you lose security of your seed phrase, you lose your crypto. End of story. And same with the private keys for each one of the public-private key pairs that you generate from a given wallet account. So it's a big deal that it's on this device and not on a device that touches the internet. Also, the form factor is convenient. It's really nice to have a touch screen. It's nice to have certain things easier because I can see a menu and I can use my finger to scroll through that menu, see a button for an option that I like, and just press that button, as opposed to having multiple hardware buttons that do different things contingent upon what it is that I want that hardware wallet to do. So, A for effort. The convenience factor is way high on the Ellipal Titan wallet. The sides are crush-proof, so it could potentially be left in more rugged places than other hardware wallets. If you needed to throw it into a go bag or leave it in your backpack, basically full-time, you could if you wanted to. And since this runs Android, you can leave not only a password for when you unlock the device, but also a password per account before you ever open up the Ellipal Titan hardware wallet. So there is enough security that I think it would be safe to bring this with you almost anywhere you're comfortable going while holding some crypto. Now, for large amounts, again, the disclaimer is you should do your own research and evaluate your own threat model to know whether or not that would be the right choice for you. It might not be right for everyone, but for day-to-day use in small amounts, this might be a very helpful Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrency multi-coin wallet. Very, very convenient. The case is rugged and it's scratch resistant, but it's not waterproof, and we'll talk more about that a little later on. Another thing I like is that generating fresh mnemonic phrases is very easy if you're okay with 12-word seed phrases. And if you want to import seed phrases that are 12, 18, or 24 words long, you can, and it's very easy. You simply import them, import the seed phrase that you want to generate coin addresses for, and voila, they show up on the Ellipal Titan wallet. And you're able to take payments and validate payments or sign payments from the device, as opposed to having that seed phrase hot on your phone or somewhere else. I love that the private keys and mnemonic phrase always stay off my phone and computer when I use the Ellipal Titan wallet. And yeah, they're really is a good coin selection, better than some of the budget options like KeepKey, far better. Now on the screen viewing angle for this device, because it's a touch screen, you might expect that it has the latest, best-in-class viewing experience. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's actually quite a narrow viewing angle. That's actually a very good thing for security. When it comes to having third parties see what's on your screen, it's probably better to have a narrow viewing angle. But again, among the pros, the battery life is very impressive, since there are no Wi-Fi, cellular, or Bluetooth radios to drain power away from the main application, which is really quite simple to run. It doesn't require too powerful a main processor, or too much RAM, or too high specifications for this to be affordable. The touch interface with a full keyboard feels very intuitive. Being able to input passwords and input seed phrases is very fast because we all have muscle memory of working smartphone screens. And there's an added feature called the security keyboard that rearranges the visual layout of a typical QWERTY keyboard, putting the letters and numbers in novel locations. So if a third party is monitoring what you're doing, they wouldn't be able to guess based on where your thumbs or your fingers touch the screen as to what it is you're typing. It's a really great feature, and I think that all phone manufacturers should offer something like this as well, so that if you're ever forced to unlock something on your phone, you have a similar degree of randomness that's applied to the keyboard. I think that would be a very important thing for most people to have on a regular basis. Now for the dislikes. There's some things that I felt were a little bit awkward with the Ellipal wallet. One of them is that it defaults to the BIP44 address scheme instead of the BIP84 address scheme. What that means in practical terms is that Bitcoin addresses generated on the Ellipal Titan wallet start with the number 3 instead of the letters BC, which is the latest wallet address standard. So while this will protect most new users from being stuck without compatibility to legacy exchanges and legacy accounts for sweeping wallets, it also means that higher Bitcoin transaction fees could be the experience of most users. Another thing I kind of dislike is that it doesn't allow users to export more than one Bitcoin payment invoice at a time. Something that I love about generating multiple payment addresses in other tools is that it's just that. I can have many payment invoices ready to go for use in various situations, whether they're DMs or emails or an actual invoice that I hand to a client. Having those payment invoices ready to go is a pretty big deal. Another thing that I'm not a big fan of on the Ellipal Titan wallet is that there's no access to the XPub keys, not even on the mobile app, which is a little bit confusing to me because this could be really important for improving the privacy of services like Swan Bitcoin. Again, here's a shameless plug. You can see Swan Bitcoin down in the description if you're not familiar with what they do. It's a way to dollar cost average into Bitcoin. I use Swan Bitcoin and I like using it very much. When I hit a payout threshold on Swan Bitcoin, because I've already uploaded an XPub key, a brand new payment invoice is generated for me and they never reuse the same Bitcoin address when sending me the Bitcoin that I've paid for. The XPub key also makes it easier to pull in view-only wallets on third-party apps like Blue Wallet, and various crypto payment gateways for e-commerce use this to generate new payment addresses for the various checkouts for e-commerce or dropshipping or print-on-demand stores. So it's pretty important from that standpoint as well. Another thing that kind of bugs me about the Ellipal Titan wallet is that while it is scratch resistant on the outer edge and crush proof, there's no ingress protection rating, meaning that it's not water resistant, let alone waterproof. So Ellipal development team, if you're listening, if you're watching, feel free to ditch the crush and scratch proof case in favor of really good waterproofing. I think this should be doable since there's no headphone jack or any internal ports like USB. It might be something you could do, and I know for me, it would increase my comfort in using a product like this every day, everywhere. Another issue that I kind of am bugged by is that mnemonic generation seems very slow. I mean, when it's generating the seed phrase for you, it runs very slow compared to running other free open source tools on, say, an old phone with no SIM card. That and it only generates 12 words for new seed phrases. I would much prefer the option to create a 24-word mnemonic on the Ellipal Titan wallet. Now, I understand this might take even longer, but if I knew I was getting that level of security, I think I'd be willing to wait. And then, of course, there's no support for testnet coins of any type. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Binance Smart Chain or Polkadot, or any other smart contract platform like Cardano, you name it. Regardless of the smart contract networks that are supported on Ellipal Titan, the testnet coins, unfortunately, were not that I could tell. The ability to add a custom RPC in the software wallet might fix this. I'm not sure, but it might fix this. I didn't see an option to do this. As a person who reviews third-party smart contract or small cap smart contract platforms, this is a deal breaker for me. I need support for testnet coins to figure out how certain networks work. If I can't use a wallet for testnet coins, then I kind of can't use that wallet, unfortunately. And then my biggest discomfort, even greater than that, is that right now there's no support for Monero. And again, Ellipal team, if you're watching this, guys, in 2021, there's literally no reason for this. You can use the open source mnemonic translation tool from Coinomi that will upscale a 12 or 24 word seed phrase up to a 25 word seed phrase and the canonical words for Monero. And it would allow imported seed phrases to generate unique entropy. And again, it maps over to the Monero seed word list. From there, signing should function very similarly to the other wallets that you already have support for. Disclaimer, I'm not a programmer. I don't design wallets for a living, but I have looked into this a little bit, and I imagine that it should be possible based on the fact that the Ellipal Titan wallet runs Android and basically runs its own custom app for generating seed phrases and key pairs. I think it should be possible. I don't mean to trivialize how much work this really means, how much work this really represents to add Monero, but I think it should be possible. And I imagine the Monero community would be willing to work with you in order to integrate their coin onto your wallet. So in summary, there's a lot to like about this wallet. The tough, durable construction, the fact that it is driven by a touch screen, so it's very familiar. Of course, there's some other features that I mentioned in the video that I wish went a little bit farther and extended the functionality of this device so that I could feel comfortable using it every single day with testnet coins and with my favorite privacy coin, Monero. So, Ellipal team, if you're watching, please take that feedback back to the core developer team of your project. I'd love to know that things have been extended in that way. Thanks so much for watching to the end of the video. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face. Remember, stay private and mind your biz. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you want to be notified of videos like this in the future, first off, click subscribe, press the bell icon. Additionally, you can sign up for the Mind Your Biz email newsletter. That'll give you exclusive access to certain freebies, notifications for deals within the cryptocurrency mining space, as well as some of our flash sales for merchandise, which you can buy with cryptocurrency. That's right. It's the only cryptocurrency merch that you can buy with cryptocurrency. We practice what we preach. As always, thank you so much for watching. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face, and I will see you in the next one.